Easy work, motherfucker. Floyd Mayweather said Canelo was some easy work. He said he was throwing them hooks. He couldn't land nothing. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Sign up for ESPN Plus below using my link. It definitely helps the channel when you guys utilize that link. So smash the link. It's Fight Week. Adesanya versus Yoel Romero, UFC 248. Sign up for ESPN Plus, UFC, ESPN Plus pay-per-view. Click on that link and, should be a good fight. Now, link in the description. Canelo, he's doing some promotional duties, and he's in the UK along with other people in the UK, just getting overseas money and doing speaking engagements and stuff. Like Clarissa Shields is over there teaching courses and whatnot. There's big money going to some of these other countries and showing people the sport of boxing and, speakathons and whatnot. But link in the description. Floyd Mayweather, he took some jabs at Canelo and revisited his fight with Canelo. I think it happened in 2013. He said Canelo was some easy ass work, motherfucker. He said Canelo was some easy work. And then you can see him in the video, and he was like, man, throw some hooks at me. And then he had somebody mimic Canelo throwing hooks, and he's just looking all over the place like, what you trying to hit? He said it was easy seeing Canelo's punches come. And he said, we don't even call him Canelo. We call him Caluzio. He said, because that was one of his easy fights. And he said this in the past. So definitely taking some jabs at Canelo Alvarez. He just said it was easy. The hooks were very easy to read. And, Canelo's offense was easy to break down. And he said a lot of people, they thought it was going to be something. But for him, it wasn't that type of fight. Right? Caluzio. And the thing I like about Floyd is you could tell he's getting the itch and trying to come back to the sport, because he's talking that cash-ish. He's talking that ish on camera. So it looks like he's already getting into showmanship mode. Obviously, the Canelo Man fans, they're going to get annoyed and, mad at Floyd and, do petty threats and say Floyd should fight Canelo, which Oscar De La Hoya, and I made a video about this. This is the great thing about new media. We got a paper trail for everything that we do. But Oscar De La Hoya, he already expressed that a Canelo versus Floyd Mayweather fight, that fight is dead in the water. Reason being is some time has passed since they fought, and they're no longer within the same divisions. He says Floyd, is a 47-pound welterweight, and Canelo just recently, his most recent fight, we don't know who he's going to fight on May 2nd for a fact. People speculate it's going to be Caleb Smith or Billy Joe Saunders, but it hasn't been officially announced through Golden Boy and Canelo's official social media links. But his very last fight on the books is the Kovalev fight, and that was fought at 175. So it's foolish to even surmise or suggest that Floyd would fight Canelo. For one, when do we need to see rematches to fights that were one-sided ass whoopings? Typically that's not what happens. But the salty Canelo Man fans, they won't like it, and they can't deal with the loss. So they'll say, oh, Canelo's improved and he should fight him now, because, it's the same excuses. When Canelo, when he fought him, he was too young and Floyd drained him. Listen, if you're 23 years old and you're in a weight class where dropping 2 pounds is draining you, then you're in the wrong weight class, because your body's more flexible, more pliable the younger you are. So if 2 pounds is hurting you at age 23, then you're definitely in the wrong division, because you must weigh too much in your off season to the point where you can't make those types of cuts. So you're already in the wrong division. So Canelo should have moved up to 160 prior to the time fighting Chavez Jr. when he actually moved past 60, right? because he was only 23 years old. Besides that, I'm from the old school. Don't start none, won't be none. So Canelo for years said, I'm ready. I was born ready. He said he's ready. He's ready. Give me a shot. I could beat Floyd. And he built up his brand. He had just come off the Austin Trout win, and he got what he was looking for, but it just didn't play out like he wanted. In fact, here's a fun fact. See, I had a channel during those times, right? So I remember distinctly what people were saying, right? And Canelo was supposed to be on Mayweather versus Robert Guerrero. He was supposed to be the co-feature on the undercard at the time, because Canelo hadn't, started headlining his own. They were building him. People don't know this. Canelo got a lot of fame being built on Floyd Mayweather undercards. When he fought Victor Ortiz, Canelo fought, I think it was Alfonso Gomez. When he fought Miguel Cotto, Canelo fought on his undercard against Shane Mosley. And then he was supposed to fight on the Robert Guerrero Mayweather card on Showtime. And Canelo got pissed off because Floyd refused to look past Robert Guerrero and be on Canelo's terms and promised to fight him, even though his very next fight after thrashing Robert Guerrero, he fought Canelo. But Canelo wanted it in writing, and he didn't think Floyd would fight him. So in the words of Jay-Z, don't bark up that tree will fall on you. I don't know why your advisors ain't forewarned you. That's exactly what happened to Canelo. He barked up the tree and called out Floyd for at least a year and a half, built up his profile. They built him up on Floyd undercards. And once his star power was there and his brand was there and people seen he was a good fighter, he beat Austin Trout and dropped him. Then the fight was already brewed and it represented a good business. So Floyd obliged him. And Canelo, if you guys look this up, Canelo and his team were so eager to fight Floyd that they said they would come down to 150 to fight him. So they lucky. Canelo probably would have got stopped if he came down to 150. So they lucky it happened at 152. And this is all stuff that a simple Google search will prove, new media. So I don't want to hear about Canelo. I feel no remorse that he was 23 and that he was so young. Mike Tyson was 20, fighting grown-ass men, fighting Trevor Berbick, who holds the win over Muhammad Ali, and Mike Tyson knocks him out at age 20. Floyd Mayweather beat Gennaro Hernandez at age 21. So we've seen tons of fighters do incredible things at a young age. So Canelo being 23, being moved like he was moved. He had already fought Shane Mosley. He had fought Jose Cito Lopez, Baldemir, Cintron. He had already fought against Matthew Hatton, Ryan Rhodes, Alfonso Gomez. He had, like I said, come off the Austin Trout. So stop trying to baby Canelo and act like he was so young. But beyond that, beyond the physical age and whatnot, if Canelo wasn't ready, then he shouldn't have asked for and called for the fight for a year and a half. I feel no remorse. So again, Mayweather, it's funny to see people so triggered with what Floyd's saying, but it's absolutely true. Unless you're CJ Ross, the Mayweather-Canelo fight looked easy for Floyd Mayweather. It looked easy. And he's joking about like, oh, Canelo's punches being slow and he sees it, but he did that in the ring too. I remember, I think it was in round 11, Canelo punched the ropes. Floyd was just, I think Canelo even said post-fight, Floyd was like a ghost. You can't hit what you can't see. Floyd was just way too sharp. And I still feel Floyd would beat Canelo, because now Canelo's bulked up. He would have to land on he'd have to lean on like size and trying to clock Floyd with some power. But Floyd was still going to be light, still in shape, still agile. But I don't even want to spend too much time talking about that. Canelo had his golden opportunity. He asked for the fight. No rematch needed. He looked horrible. That's literally the most decisive Canelo loss. People speculate if Erislandy Lara beat Canelo. I think he did. People speculate if Triple G beat Canelo. I think he did. But the one that you can't dispute is what Floyd did to Canelo. So collusio, and him saying Canelo was easy work, that doesn't sound like a far-fetched statement. Canelo looked like easy work for Floyd. But there's no shame losing to a great fighter like Floyd Mayweather. So I don't understand why the fans get so angry hearing Floyd say it. Once again, new media, we just about the truth. And old media don't want to hear the truth. They just, oh, fight him now. Fuck that. No. Canelo had his opportunity and he came up short. End of. Now they're too far apart in weight. If they fight again, fight at 154. Why would the B side get to dictate the weight when you got whooped in the first fight and you lost every round? Why would Floyd come up to 160, 164, 168, 175 to Canelo's territory when he's the A side, he's done the bigger numbers, he's made more money, and he already whooped you? So wishful thinking. But beyond that, like I said, De La Hoya already shut that down. And he, as Canelo's promoter, even though Canelo and him don't seem like they're seeing eye to eye right now, he already told you. He said that's not going to happen, unless Floyd's going to move up to 68 or something. And we know that's not going to happen. There's no reason for you to give up size advantage in a fight that doesn't even require a rematch, with no rematch clause. Because why didn't Canelo's team do an immediate rematch when they were still in the same division? Because they know Canelo would have had a second loss if they did an immediate rematch. But look at what black fighters have to do. Like Andre Ward, he has a close fight with Kovalev, immediate rematch. Wilder versus Fury, trying to do an immediate rematch. You look at guys like Anthony Joshua Ruiz, he loses to Ruiz badly, immediate rematch. But then certain fighters like Lomachenko, he loses to Salido, to this day has never rematched him. Juan Manuel Marquez loses bad to Floyd, to this day never called for the rematch, right after an immediate rematch. Canelo loses, and then they tried to build him back up. They put him in with Angulo, who was also coming off of a loss and who had been in a detention center. They didn't want to put him back in there with Floyd because they knew what would happen. Canelo would have 2 losses on his career. Case closed. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. If you love what I'm doing, smash that like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego, signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.